Hello and welcome to the live stream. I'll be your host, Grant Woolley. Yes, this is Ned Schneebly.
Did everyone just pop in? Like literally, four people just shot in. Let's see. Let me move the chat to where I can actually read it. If you can hear me, okay, clap your hands. Not that I can hear that, but let's see. Just right off the bat, we've got 6 people. Okay, now let's see. If that's okay, then I will move on. Hello and welcome to another charming little rendition of Grant's live stream. Oh hey Jacob, hello. Hello, everyone say hi to Jacob. Can I get a dank May May? Okay. Let's see. I'll draw you my favorite meme. I should be working on my thesis right now because it's due at 2 o'clock, and right now I'm like debating whether or not to to do anything about it. But I can turn in what I have already. But I was gonna like add a little shot, which is what I'm supposed to be adding here, but I'm not because I'm too busy drawing hot mayonnaise. Let's see if anyone can guess the meme before I finish it. And that person can have a drawing, I guess. I don't know if you will know, because I don't know if the name's obvious. Oh hi! Let's see. I don't want to give it away right away. Let's see. Miss Cringe, welcome. If I could draw, that would be fantastic. Let's see. I can't remember what his face even looks like. Here, I'll just do this. We're playing Guess the Meme right now, so if you know the meme. Nice time to stream, 8:30 a.m. Let's see. I'm gonna be posting my thesis either tomorrow or the next day, or today, either tonight. I don't know. I could post it tonight, I guess. Let's see. I can't remember where his hand is. I guess I'll put it right here. All right. Can anyone guess this meme? This isn't really good. Let's see. I'm typing it in right now. Okay. Sorry if I'm all like weird and sound bad. I just like ate a bunch of cereal. It's the old painting of the guy going, "Hey, it is." That's close enough for me. Gabe Toodles wins. Hey, Kaida Lux. Welcome. Gabe Toodles, you should write down what you want me to draw for you, and I'll do it later today after I get back from the class. I love that we end up with a good handful of people, but it's going to get back to nobody shortly. Okay, well, while he's doing that, I'm going to actually rough out this thing that I came here to rough out. Okay, so here's the objective. We have this frame, blank, this frame. So in between these frames, we need to have a little comfy shot where I think they should take the coins and put them up against his eyes, and they're like, oh, like that's funny. We'll see. Look, let's do this because he's short and she's not short. he's me and she's not me. How adorable. Gabe, I don't care. I draw weirder things. I've drawn weirder. Let me just reaffirm that. Reaffirm that? Let me reassure you. There we go. Sometimes I use words that, I don't use. Miss Cringe. Oh, there's the audio. Yeah, if you can't hear me at some point, let me know, and I'll make adjustments accordingly. But yeah, if you ever wonder how I start my scenes, this is how I do it. Oh, I feel bad. No one knew there was audio, or at least my audio was it me or was it you? What if person eat coin? What if person eat coin? That's how I imagine you saying that because of the way you didn't put the finer words. Oh, I have to write down my time. Oh, I didn't write down my time, did I? I did some drawings I think you guys might like yesterday. I guess we'll see. I'll show you guys later. I don't want to show you guys right now. This is an edgy bad guys win animation. I know you guys. I know you guys are looking forward to the edgelordness. Alright, and that's the background. Like, see how cheap I am? Fuck, I'm cheap. Okay. Okay, so we're going to come in here. Now we're going to do this. Should I rough out the animation or should I just go for it? Let's see. Let me see. Because more than likely, I'm just going to go for it. Okay. So it's going to be this. Let me get rid of this. Add frame. I think I can get away with 2 doubles and then resting on 2 triples. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure I can just do this. And then if we give him like 3 frames to smile, I think that'd be just enough to where he would make the audience go, "Aw." Okay. And then for her, we should have, well, first of all, let me break her off. Put that up here, do this. So she's not moving as much because she's just watching. So she would move a lot less. She would just have like this many frames right here. Let's see like that. And she'd watch and be like, haha, like she would laugh. He would laugh because she's laughing. It wouldn't be the other way around, I don't think. So, haha, and then, wait, pull up, and she smiles. I'm trying to just play it out in my head. Let's see, so. Yeah, so she would smile a lot about, like, right here. And so we give her more frames because we kind of want her to be more dynamic. Let's read the chat. Is Reaper going to be included in this Edge Fest? No. Yeah, but Gabe, if you do tell me what you want, you should. Like, I guess I'll just copy it down from wherever you. If you put it in stream, I'll just copy it down and do it for later. Let's see. What has 4 legs and isn't alive? Yes. I like how you draw faces. You know what? I like to draw faces. This is the first time seeing any of your streams. What exactly are you drawing or, well, animating? I am animating. This is my thesis for my university project. You get one final big animation, and this is mine. It's about 6.5 minutes long, and I'll probably put it out either tonight or tomorrow. Because it'll be done by 2 o'clock. So that's what I'm up to. By the way, you know how you said you like Vaporwave? Came across Zelda Wave by Marble Pawns, and it's actually pretty chill, so I thought I might like it too. Yeah, let me write that down then. Let me get my patented sticky notes. Look, if you could hear that. Let's see. Welcome to the live stream, Wab Wab. Bell, weren't you the guy from earlier? I don't want any trouble now. Let's see. Okay, so I'll look that up after, later, whenever. ASMR. Oh, hi. Hi, welcome to the live stream. This is Grant Woolley. I don't know if I'm speaking too loudly or whatever. It looks like I'm okay. I'm still in the green, but whatever. I just want to make sure. What are you studying at the university? I'm studying computer art and animation is the technical term, but in reality, I'm kind of just gliding along. Because they didn't show me anything in 2D I didn't already know. And that's the worst part, isn't it? They still charge you, isn't it? Okay. I actually graduate in a couple days, so then I'll be cranking out actual work and animation, so... Thank the world for that. I'm shook when I watched Infinity War. Why? Coffee Daddy, good luck with your project. I saw a guy who recently put a comment, and it was like, why so many dislikes? And I was like, it's because people like you keep bringing up the dislikes, and then people see that, and they're like, I'm gonna dislike this because I know this guy likes it, and it bothers this guy. Like, that's the reason we have dislikes, is because you're sitting here bringing it up, you know? It was 20 years ago today. The Sergeant Pepper told the band to play. And they've been going in and out of style, but they're guaranteed to raise a smile. Sorry, I didn't die. Oh, thank you, Kaida. I'm going to high school. I think going in a private one. Private school is okay. I went to a private school. It's whatever. The beatings. Oh, the beatings. I'm kidding. Made it to a live stream. Welcome, Braden. Miss Cringe sweats. I don't know why, but she does. ¿Por qué quieres morir? Question mark, question mark. How long have you been animating for? I've been going since the 7th grade. That was, I guess that was 2000 and, wait. Was it 2007? No, it couldn't have been. I can't remember. Anyway, I've been going since 2007, and before that, I was doing like flip books and stuff like that. So I've always been around it and fooling around with it. So let's see. Let's try and get some actual work done instead of me just rambling. 'Cause it's due in the next couple hours. Why? Little literal vampire pot-belly goblins are hobbling after us. That's a big ol' honking sniffer, yeah. This guy's nose is really big. Oh, bye, Kaida. Everyone say bye to Kaida. Okay, let's see. I feel like if you drop soap on a dirty floor, the soap would still be clean because I feel like the dirt wouldn't. I guess gravity would pull the soap towards the floor, and you wouldn't really get the soap dirty. I don't know. That's one of those arguments where it's like it doesn't really matter. Who cares? Literal vampire pot-belly goblins. They're hobbling after us. His nose. But is the floor clean? Yeah, the floor is. I would say the floor is clean. Why? I mean, not the whole floor, but I guess wherever it touched is clean. It's not like you can just throw soap on the ground and be like, it is clean now. I haven't drawn this character in about like a fucking month. So if you came here expecting greatness, you probably came to the wrong place. It doesn't matter. No, it doesn't. This is the first time I've drawn characters like this with like little like peanut shaped heads and stuff like that. Because before it's always like this, like just like the little, very hexagonal, very angular. Is that what you want for your drawing, Gabe? Reaper, cross-dressing, but also doing ballet. Is the cross-dressing the ballet, or is he cross-dressing and also doing ballet? I don't understand. Like, is he wearing like a tutu and you consider that cross-dressing, or is he wearing like typical female clothes and is also doing ballet? Literal vampire pot-belly goblins. They're coming after us. You choose. Well, then he's gonna be wearing like normal clothes because I find that's quite funny. I feel like the tutu is overdone, so I'm just gonna have him in regular clothes. Oh, this is gonna be a bitch to animate because he's got that fucking hat. Oh God, why? I should probably rough this out first, but you know what? I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave it right here. We're not gonna do that anymore. No one can hurt you anymore. I'm glad this is only 5 frames, because I'm lazy. I think you can tell I drew this later on because it doesn't look quite the same as the original character sketch. This was done back in August, everybody. I usually leave a lot of little side notes on the side of my animation bits, my little work files. Belle, why do you keep putting sad faces? Unless that's what you want me to ask, and then you're gonna say something horribly inappropriate. Okay. Pot-belly goblins hobbling after us. He looks kind of like a snowman. Because he's got those buttons in the middle of his body. Are you right-handed? I'm actually ambidextrous, but if that makes sense. It's like a weird ambidextrous because I do a lot of things with my left hand. I do most things with my left hand, but I draw with my right hand. It's because I used to be left-handed. But in school, they made me not be left-handed. So, yeah. This actually needs to be read. I don't know what I'm doing. Boop. Now watch, I'm gonna color this. I'm gonna go to the next sheen. The next sheen. I wish I could like speak. That'd be really nice. Oh, this nose is incorrect. It's based off of the dad's nose, not his nose. I just realized because they have very similar noses, so like my mind will put them together sometimes. Because his is a little more flat. Look at his little mouth, doll. Alright, Gabe. You're an hour behind my time zone. I was wondering why you said at 10 a.m., but it's only 9:47. Yeah. It's 8:48 right now. Malita the Wolf Gamer says hello. Hello. Goodbye, Belle. I'm going to go soon. Oh yeah, I said goodbye, Gabe. Why the hell am I watching this at school? Because you have a problem and only I can solve it. Gotta go to bed, sadly, for my BS job. Oh, okay, well, sorry about that, Braden. Goodbye. I can only draw my character facing right. Yeah, I have that issue a lot sometimes as well. But look, we've gone from rough to not rough. Okay, cool. Now we can do that for this girl, and then we'll be on our way to not being shit. Are you a homosexual or heterosexual? Dude, I got a girlfriend, son. I'm not sweet heterosexual. I'm telling the teacher you're on YouTube at school. Okay, well, she'll be... And I should really get the reference. You know what? I'm going to get the reference. That's not where the reference is. Hey, look, Natural Born Suckers 3 stuff. Hey, look, a coffee table. His hair is a squid. I'm watching this and I realize that I can't do my uni work because I didn't upload the right file to Google Drive, and now your stuff has inspired me to draw a weird caped man with horns. Should I be concerned? No, you should be inspired. I gotta go. I just love reading crap. His hair and hat look like a squid. Yeah, it does look like a little squid, doesn't it? Look. Let's put a little face on it so that it looks like a squid. Dude, oh, you little fucker. Let's see. Doop. 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 That's cute. Okay. Wait, what the fuck? Where did my... Oh, it's because I switched them. I'm dumb. Oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute this. What's up, boys? We good. Okay, so let's see what I missed in the chat. Inspiration, my dude. Russian. Let's cry for his dead. Question, what is your favorite meme at the moment? My favorite meme is always the Joseph Ducrot meme. It's the one that you guessed. Where you take, like, regular lyrics or something, or regular sayings or whatever, and then you make them sound like they're from the they're from the 18th century. I love it. For virgin butt hair. Jesus Christ. God damn, I'm gonna stay. That's funny. What do the numbers mean, Mason? Okay, well, look, let's get back to work then, because I know some of you people are kind of fucking crazy. Okay, let's see. Do you guys want a sneak peek of this animation? It's not a comedy, by the way, so don't expect a comedy. Just want to let you guys know. Hey, it's Lisa A. Lisa. Lisa, Isa. Blim doom 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 doom. Why are you people doing this? Let's see. Let's go over here. Look at this beefy motherfucker. I thought this was supposed to have a thing, but it doesn't. Okay, whatever. Why did you wheeze? It's okay, Miss Cringe. You can stay or you can go. Don't feel like you have to stay because of me. Stay, Miss Cringe. Sit, Miss Cringe. Good, Miss Cringe. It sounds like a holiday. Welcome to Miss Cringe. Let me pop on some sick tunes. Cringe miss. Oh, you know what I saw yesterday? My girlfriend and I saw Cat Returns, The Cat Returns, and it was really good. I haven't had that much fun in a long time. Like it wasn't like the most complex story, but I don't even care because it was so charming. With that one, my professor didn't know that was a girl until like last month, and I've been working on this for a couple months now. But she didn't know it was a girl, and I was like, how could you not? How could you not know that was a girl? I don't understand. His animations are my drug. Nice. Maybe you should get help though if it's too much. Yeah, her face is like this the entire animation, so maybe that wasn't a good idea. Maybe she looks a little weird because of it, but you know what? If I gave a shit. Look at that derpy ass look. She looks like she's fucking high as a kite right now. Let me move this away. It'll look a little bit better. Um, hmm. Animate driving straight into a bus. Hmm. I love that background. Egg, you know what I mean? Oh, I know what you mean, boy. Now, drawing these things is one thing, but animating them is another. So I have to actually animate the things after. Thanks, Wooly, for being alive. Yeah, I'm happy with, being alive. A lot of people don't make it that far. Now look, this is gonna be the one shot that people are gonna be like, "Oh, it's a girl." Some Ghibli proportions over here. She's just like a brick. I'm thinking of releasing this tonight, so. But like I said, I'm thinking about it. This stream is like an SMR video. I can't even hear myself right now. I feel bad because I don't know if I'm getting too close to the microphone or not, so. But if you like that and that's your thing, then fantastic. I talk to myself a lot whenever I animate, so. Let's see. Let's move this over here. I imagine it's a lot like a Bob Ross video because I love talking to myself when I'm animating. So I'm always like, and then we're gonna want to go over here. We're gonna want to do this, do that, blah blah blah, whatever. I find that I talk to myself an awful lot. Like right now, for instance. She looks kind of like shit, but whatever. I really don't care. This is the last shot of my college career, everybody. You're watching the last scene of animation I'll ever do for a university. As a student, I suppose. Unless I go for like a master's, but I doubt that's gonna happen. Right, fellas? Am I right? Let's make this guy smaller because he looks a little too big. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Bye, Wooly. Goodbye, Ned. Have a good day at school, boy. If that woman is using flour, it's probably cocaine. What program are you using? Adobe Animate. Riddle time. A plane crashes in between the borders of two states. Where are the survivors buried? Are they buried back home? Like with the bodies? Like where they're from? Wherever the people are from, they're sent back home, aren't they? Oh, Miss Cringe is leaving too. Sorry. Those riddles aren't really riddles. Those are just like poorly worded like tricks. It's just fun if that's your thing, but when people are like, hey, "Oh, I got you," I'm just like, you're giving misinformation, and you're like, "Oh, how could you? Lol, 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 lol. Look at me." This is the look I give when people give quote unquote riddles like that. Like it's like it goes a lot like this. Yeah, that's my face whenever people use those riddles. Okay, moving on. Okay, so what we have to do first, I guess let's do this guy first, because he's the thing that's being reacted to. Why am I doing that? It's this right here. Okay, cool. We come from a land down under. All right. It's only a handful of frames. It'll be all right. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come over here and do this business. We're just gonna have a little anticipation frame, which is it's a very rough anticipation frame. But you know what? I don't give a shit about that. I'm just gonna go for it. Why your face is like a cactus? What are you talking about? Oh, you mean the beard. It's because I have a beard. I don't know if you noticed. I'm going to be shaving it pretty soon, though, because I told my girlfriend I would, because I wanted her to see what it looked like without a beard. This is some really rough animation. And you know what? I don't care if it's rough. I don't care at all. I'll do the head first, because that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Lemons aren't that easy to squeeze. I don't know why they use that for that expression. Oh shit. Samo Jojo, bro, bringing back the sick 20, I guess it'd be 2002 jokes. I'm gonna take this shirt off. I cannot sit here in this hot weather any longer. Every night I feel my legs and arms. Are you expecting to not feel your legs and arms? Good morning, Mr. Wooly, without the E. Hello, Sip. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's actually lemon difficult. That's funny. That's a shit drawing. Okay, here we go. It's kind of fucked up, but you know what? I don't even care. Oh my god, it's the shitty animator. Hello. Good SMR, Woody. Stop. Breathe harder, Wooly. Do you want me to... Am I supposed to breathe harder? I'm kidding. Promise you that we're not out. I'm not gonna give up on you if you don't. Let's see. I'm gonna change the song actually. There's a song I want to listen to by, I think his name's, I'll say Tyrese Gibson. It's a good song. He's a good singer. I'm a sucker for a good singer. Yep, it's Tyrese Gibson. I like to make that noise. That's my tongue, actually. I like that. It's funny. Sing, Wooly. Okay. Let's see. I'll sing a song. Let me find a song I like and I'll sing to it. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Oh mein Gott, es separaku. Sepaku. Sepaku. No, supaku. Doom, doom, doom. Through the door. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Doom, 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 doom. I'm trying to get this line right. I hate when I can't do that. I wish I could draw. That'd be cool. It's probably because people are watching me, but that shouldn't bother me. I've been doing that for a while. Wooly, I don't like repeating myself, but listen to this song. Yes, I saw you the first time. Thank you. I don't like repeating myself, but here I go anyway. I'm listening to the Beatles right now. I ship Miss Bat and her slave. Oh, are you talking about it's Fixing a Hole. I love that song. Miss Bat. I'm gonna tell Isa that. She's gonna laugh. No, I hear about it, but I don't know. I don't watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, whatever the fuck. JoJo's Queer Brazier. I don't know what that is. But no, really, I don't. I haven't had the opportunity to study the masterworks known as JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's not a bad song. I feel like it's kind of overrated, but it's catchy. It's just as catchy as anything else they've written, you know. That's actually fucked up. We need to do this right here. Is a sad song. Not really. I don't find it that sad. A message from my girlfriend. My girlfriend. She a cutie. If you ever asks if you want to meet her, you should probably meet her. Hello there, says Adon Rocks. Rocks. Adon Rocks. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. Called me blue. I will do this. Just for you. Dun, 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 dun. Hey now, you're an all-star. Hey now, you are an all-star. Get your game. Go out there. Go play. Somebody wants to. My roommate's sleeping right now, so I feel bad if I wake him up. That don't make no sense right there. Get rid of that. This is gonna look kind of shit, and I know that it's gonna look kind of like shit, but you know what? I gave up a long time ago. So I'm late to the stream? No, not really. I've only been going for like, I guess like a little less than an hour. Do I have Patreon? No, I don't, but I've been wondering if I did a Patreon, you think people would want to support Natural Born Suckers through Patreon or something? Because I'm thinking about doing that, and if people want to get like, I don't know, like behind the scenes looks at things like for Natural Born Suckers, like kind of sketches and I guess roughs and stuff like that, like things that are specifically for Natural Born Suckers, would you actually want to support that? Is that something that interests you? Not you personally, but I mean like if you were in a hypothetical situation. Because I'm curious as to if I should bother with that. So yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I've been thinking about that for a long time. What's your favorite video game? Much love from Australia. Thank you. Simo Jojo bro. I don't know why I do that with everything. I'm sorry. I'm fixing a hole where the rain gets in, stops my mind from wondering where it will go. Pink guy's nothing compared to Woolly Lisa. Oh, thank you. Are you talking about that Frank guy? I don't know his last name. I forget. Filthy Frank. That's what it was. That's what it was. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Ooh. Hey, hey, hey. Doom, doom, doom. Okay, let's see. The day breaks, your knees ache. Is that Gordon Ramsay? You got me, it's Gordon Ramsay. Be sure to let him know it's him. It's my level 20 cook from RuneScape 2 actually. I challenge you to draw Mona Lisa. If you don't do it, I'm dislike and desubscribe. Well then you better rev up that unsubscribe. Bye.
Somebody once told me the world was macaroni. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
Do you have any pets? I used to have a dog that I loved a lot. He was adorable. He was a Scottish Terrier, West Highland. Ugh, love that dog. That dog was fantastic. Goodbye. Did someone actually film him, like, stepping off from the front? I thought it was, like, footage from the back or some shit like that. Well, that could have just been, like, his second trip, and he could have, like... Not a second trip, I mean, like, his second trip off the shuttle. And, like, actually just being filmed that time so that it would look good for film's sake, you know? I don't know, did they claim, like, that was the first step right there?
I ate the sharpest tool in the shed.
Okay. It's 5:30 p.m. in Moscow. Now I have to go to work. Goodbye. Goodbye. Blue. There, I remembered. See? Hi, Willie. You're a great drawer. Thank you. I appreciate it. A message from... that Instagram? Simo Jojo, bro. Start following me on Instagram. Hey, I got a new Instagram follower, and he's right here in the stream. Thanks for the follow. I guess if anyone wants to keep up with me on Instagram, WoollyWorld's my my handle. Also Twitter. I've been trying to do Twitter a lot. It's a good time for me to bring these things up. It's Supaku. Well, good. Welcome. What you drawing? I'm drawing this hot Claire cat. I'm drawing this hot face. Well, you have to get married now. We're good. A message from Abigail. Da 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 da. For a number of things that weren't important yesterday ago. That animation's so cool. Thank you. Let's say that. Let's see if it moves right, and then we'll say that afterwards. Bake me some cookies. Got to go. Goodbye, Lisa. Every time I see Lisa's name, I think of the Little Caesars commercial, and where it says pizza, pizza. So I just think of Lisa, Lisa. Na 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 na, ba da na 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 na, da da na na na, ba da na 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 na. I'm fixing a hole where the rain gets in. I think we should get rid of this. Get rid of this. Bloodsuckers brand pizza. Isa, Isa. How cool is this? I don't know. You have a good art style. Oh, thank you, What? What? Wait till it moves. Looks derpy as shit right there. What tablet do you use? I use a Wacom Cintiq 22 HD. I enjoy it. It gets the job more than done. A derpy mushroom. He is a derpy mushroom. These characters don't like do anything. They're just like there the whole animation, observing. These are the this is the audience right here. These are the sympathizers. Sup, Grant in chat says, "Oh, James, bro, I'm good. Jimmy, what's up? You good, son?" Oh my God, it's Northridge. What's up? Everyone say hello to Northridge. He makes animations as well. Well, he does a lot of creative things, but you know, animations as well. But I think recently he's been doing music more. Can I co-host? Is that a thing? Do people do that? Is it like multi-streaming? Doop doop. Sup, Northbridge? Yeah, you guys should go check his stuff out. What's your favorite food, bud? Oh, I guess lasagna. Like, call me up, brother. Okay, let's see. I don't think I have you on Discord. Do you have a Discord? If so, you should, like, message me with that. Or put it here. I don't know how private you are about that. You don't have Discord? How am I supposed to, people say Garfield all the time, but lasagna is just legitimately good. I will wait. I mean, it's all good. Just tell me whenever you do that, and I will message you on there, and we will gather. Like, I'll message you. Yeah, that's fine, man. Do whatever you need to do. For those of you who don't know, Northridge isn't some random. We actually have been speaking for a while. So if you're like, wow, he's being very nice to this random person. Oh, I'm ashamed of me. Ashamed of me. have a DeviantArt? I do. All of that is in my little banner. Because you have like a little banner above your YouTube, and that's where I put all that shit. You can see the little icon if you go and look. Let's see. Doop 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 doop. Jameis. Okay. Doop. 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 Yeah, I thought so. Let's see. How did you find me? I didn't even add you yet. There we go, I added you. Cool. Okay. So James will be joining us, and here we go. Hello? If you can hear me, let's see. You should be able to hear me. I have it set correctly. Okay, fantastic. I hear you. Okay. Let me turn you up. Okay. What'd you do? Here, let me turn on my desktop audio. Speak to me.
Hello.
Okay, there he is. Okay, cool. So you should be able to hear both of us. So this is James Northridge joining us. I make it sound like the snazziest little radio show, but it's not.
I know you said you wanted to catch up sometime around this week, and I was
Yeah.
like, man. And then you're streaming right now. I was like, oh wait, better hit him up.
Yeah, the project I was telling you about is actually what I'm working on right now. So it's I mean it's been done for a couple of days, but we get a few more days to like polish it up. So I'm adding like one more shot that I want to add. It's not the it's not the fanciest thing in the world, but I want to make sure it's nice enough.
The commission, or is this like your own project?
It's that big I guess the big university final animation thing.
Right.
Your graduating film.
School film.
Yeah, this is my little kickoff.
It's some chefs, some cookery people.
Some cookery. Yeah, I don't know how people will take to it, because it's not funny. It's not supposed to be funny. It has like little funny bits in it, but it's not supposed to be funny.
Have you been shading in like the mouth?
Yeah, the little right there.
Is that like food, or is that like?
Oh, he's got like little lips.
That's so. And I don't think I do. It's just like little details. I just get so.
His little lips are like just literally little lip. I just realized I did like alliteration to the max just now, but yeah, his lips are just like little inflatable tubes around his mouth. They're not very descriptive. They're like little bushes around his face. Have you? I saw. Didn't you post recently that thing you were telling me about, that Prince? Didn't you post some drawings of that?
Prince. I got like 8 different film ideas.
What was that? It was that one with
video.
the guy who comes to the. Does he go to the city? You told me.
I've got a film about. I'm a big fan of this director at the moment called Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
He directed the new Thor film, and he makes a lot of independent like films in New Zealand as well. He's quite a big recommendation on my part. I think he's really good at like making like films. And
yeah.
I really wanted to give that a go with this sort of character that also has a New Zealand accent, and I'm getting my friend Patrick to do the voice on that. Australia. So I was like, can you like do a little bit more of a New Zealand twist to your accent?
He was like, yeah, fine, I'll do it. He's like, good day, man. I'm kidding. That's offensive.
Like I'm just very new to like figuring out, like, I don't know, I guess through this guy's films I've become really fascinated with culture, like quite a rural setting and like quite down to earth people and
well, isn't that what you would want in a film, like people that weren't uppity, like you can actually
they're quite laid back, nice people.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I want to make that guy in like very. I'm writing. He comes to like the busy, like more rougher part of London, where like he's like because like his girlfriend is like he has an online British girlfriend,
Right.
and she invites him over because she thinks he's a prince because he told her he was.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is he
That
not
way,
actually one? He's just from the sticks.
like he's in some way his title isn't Mr. Paul whatever, it's Prince Paul, and she's like, why are you a prince?
I see. Okay. Yeah, I
So
like that I can hear it in your voice. You're like excited about it. That makes me. That's good though.
he's just generally like, she's excited, she's like, oh my god, he's a prince, I'm gonna be like rolling in it. And
Yeah,
then he gets there
rolling in
and
it.
he's just this schmuck. He's like this guy, he's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
Prince Paul, but that's about it. I don't really have any money. The only reason why I was allowed in the country was because of that title.
Yeah.
I didn't really have to get a visa because my name was Prince. I'm related to Queen Elizabeth and whatnot. And then
See, that's funny though. I'm
Little
curious to
Livy.
see how it. I'm curious to see how people take to it. You know, if people like
it's
that.
like it's a
'Cause-
bit of a biopic, like fly on the wall kind of.
Yeah.
Like he talks to the camera and like tells you about his life.
See, but it sounds like you put a lot of thought into it, and I think that'll show in the finished product. As opposed to something that's a little more flippant, and the person who made it's just like, I don't know, I'm just making it. Like me with Natural Born Suckers.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just definitely that's what I've been thinking about for the past year.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's
Is
good though.
just scripts, writing stories, character, like actually fall in love with my own character and be like, yeah, I definitely want to see this guy fail or like do something completely bizarre.
Have you gone to school for animation or no?
I was in art school like about 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and I just did like fundamentals and like,
I guess it was the
what do you
equivalent
call
of
it?
like a community college or a.
After high school, kind of just
Yeah.
do some art classes and get to know
Oh, I see.
like multimedia, like
Yeah.
painting and like life drawing, which is pretty beneficial, I think. Like, it's very good to just get down fundamentals and learn how to draw.
Yeah. I could see. Yeah, I could see the. I could see the.
Yeah,
the
like
beneficials
if you want to be a good artist, you should draw
Go
really
figure.
good.
It's monumental, I think. You have a UK friend in the chat. It's
friend?
Supaku. It's like, I'm from the UK too, and I was like, hey, James is from the UK. They could be besties.
I'm not from the UK. I'm from
Where is it?
the middle of the UK.
Oh my god. Is that a different
Very
country?
Yeah, like
Ah, yes.
I don't know.
Like
Think about being from the. I don't think I'm from Europe. I don't know. Like, what would I say?
well, where are you
England.
from?
Like, I don't feel like I'm from England. Like, you don't. You know how like people live in a place and it's like, this is a place, but like it feels quite.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel stereotypically British where I live. Like, it's just a very quiet town.
I'm trying to imagine if someone was like, "Oh, you're from the South," and I'd be like, "Yeah," but I wouldn't be like, "No, I'm not from the South."
Like, people would say, "Oh yeah, do you like, do you like you eat gumbo every dinner and like have a."
It's funny that you said it because we did eat gumbo the other night and it was really good.
That's very funny, actually.
It was a woman from the north. She was from, that sounded really ominous. She's from like I don't know, one of those northern
north.
states like Iowa or Ohio. I can't remember which one. And she moved down here and she was trying to learn how to make gumbo. And she was like, "Is it good?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's really good." But it wasn't really seasoned because she didn't know how to season it. And I was like, "It's just really
Stew, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like that. It's like a really spicy kind of stew. I guess if you had to put it close to something, it'd be like a soup stew thing.
Mm.
It's really good though. Ugh, it's like I'm such a
It's
sucker.
a bit like, I don't know. Is it like clam chowder? Did you say?
I I don't know. I don't know what the.
They're like soupish kind of
It's quite
fish.
thick. Yeah. I
Gravy.
like my women like I like my soup thick.
I like I like my women.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Like I
That's
like
the
my
end of the
water.
joke. I like my women.
I like my women like I like my water. Still.
Oh God. Motionless.
I like them sparkling.
Mineral.
I like my mineral women.
I like mineral women. Okay. See, I wasn't sure that this shot was gonna like be decent, but I think it'll be just fine. Let's see.
Has he got pennies in his eyes?
He's got little coins in his eyes. Yeah, it's these characters are like literally the comic relief. Like they don't do anything. They just like stand around, and that's it. They just like react to what the main character's doing, and I think it keeps it from being too like try hard. Let's see. Do you like any other animator YouTubers, for example? The odd ones out, Swoozy or Jaden Animations. The ones you're explaining or the ones you're giving as examples are very much like the single image slide around characters.
Time animes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I call economy.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think it's fine that kind
Not
of
like
animation.
animation.
But I mean, I do like Swoozy. Do you like anyone, James?
Yeah, Swoozy. I used to love his stuff. I don't know. Like
It was a while back. I used to watch him.
yeah, definitely. I'm just thinking when was the last time I actually saw a Swoozy video yet?
Well, it's funny that they ask because I went back and I went back and watched a bunch of those episodes and I was like, damn, these are a throwback. They were like from
Like they just
2010.
feel a bit dated now.
They
Like,
really
I'm just
do.
like, oh man, the people still wear snapbacks.
I don't know, but he sure does. Adadonde, Adaruda. I love when he does that. He misspells his name.
My guy, I think definitely if you actually are quite an interesting person to listen to, like Swoozy, I think he's forgivable. But there's a lot of storytime animators that are just like, stop, and then all of a sudden, I bought a game.
Well, I feel bad because they'll have like an episode or two that is really interesting. But then as they'll go on, they'll get into like a couple years into their thing, and then they'll start running out of ideas. And like you clearly know that they know that people are watching them for a certain reason, and they'll try and like emphasize that reason, and so it pushes them into like an unrealistic territory. And I'm just like sitting here like, you're making all that up. Like that's not even a fucking real story, is it? Which like it doesn't have to be real, but like don't be blisteringly obvious that you're making shit up now, you know? Or just be natural. Like don't sit here. And that's why I like Swoozy, because I feel like he's a lot more natural than like the people. Like the odd ones out, I feel like that guy yells a lot, and I don't care for it too much. He's just like, "Hi, I'm gonna be really excited." And I'm like, okay, could you stop? Calm down, please. You're hurting my soul.
Did you ever watch what's his face content for like a single year? He used to use like MS Paint drawings and he had like kind of a Indian accent.
I don't know. That sounds familiar, but nothing comes to mind. So no, I don't think I have.
Like he was more of a like one of those like YouTube commentary channels, but like time animation style. But it was sort of
yeah.
He was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was good.
Anyway, if you know what I'm talking about.
I do not, but if I ever stumble
Grade
across
A
the
under
guy,
A. That's it. Grade A under A.
Is that who it is?
Appeared. I don't know what happened to him.
I see.
I think he was from England. He was very anonymous.
I'm always so curious about people who are really anonymous about their I guess their online persona or whatever.
I think that just makes him even more like
curious.
Watch. Like everyone just wants to know, like, who is this mysterious person?
It's a marketing ploy.
Yes, I don't think people who just put themselves out there straight away, it's just like, okay, what Where's the suspense?
Yeah.
What am I staying around for?
Yeah, like who would do that? Cuts to Grant, whose face is on everything that he's ever done. No, I feel bad for doing that. Like I feel if I could redo it, then I wouldn't put my face on everything. But back
Like do
then, that's the only
the
thing I knew how to animate, you know, because I could look at myself for reference.
world like self, like just animations about yourself kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't care for that too much. The entire point of Natural Born Suckers was to not have me in it, and then
Yeah.
I told Isa that I was like, yeah, I just want to do something that doesn't have me. Like, I just want something that's fun for Halloween that we could just do. And I was like, anyway, I'm gonna go to lunch. When I came back, she'd written the whole thing, but she'd put me in it, and I was like, no. I was like, damn, it's
She
too.
put you in this cartoon.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, it's so funny, but like, I'm still in it. I'm like, damn. And she was like, well, you should be in it though because it'll be funny if you're in it. I'm like, okay. Which it was fine. I was just looking forward to not having to put myself in something, you know.
You're in this one.
Not this one right here. Like this one doesn't have anything in it, anything of mine in it. It's just like Natural Born Suckers does though. Let's see. Let me read this chat. Do you like Cowboy Bebop? Yes. I saw Spike and Steamed Hams. Yes. I need to watch, and that's why. Oh, you should watch more animators than just me. I feel like I'm not quite that good enough to be that for you.
You need to watch Northridge Tunes.
Yeah, you should go check out. No, you should. Hey, James, you should link your channel in the chat if you would like.
Just caps lock link. Click on my profile.
His face got leaked on stream for blah 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 blah.
I don't know. Can you even go to my channel from?
You should be able to, huh? Let's see.
It just takes you to a picture. If you open it in another tab, it just takes you to my profile picture.
Well, go fetch your actual link and then put that there.
My new Instagram that I want people to follow. Putting illustrations and like work in progresses on there. My YouTube has been barren for about 2 years now.
Why is that, James? The people are thirsty, James.
I don't know. I just got into a pretty dark place, and I just felt like I wasn't.
That's understandable, man. You don't have to sit here and pump stuff out for everybody.
That's why, I wasn't ever doing it for money either. It was just all for the joy of things. So I was like, man, I'm not enjoying this right now, so I'm gonna just step back for a minute.
Well, that's important though, because if you do stay whenever you don't want, then you're gonna really get tired of it, and then you'll sit there and dread the day that you even started animating.
Like I feel like I've been studying for the animation final for like the past couple of years, just sort of like watching stuff and going,
taking notes and being like, yes.
I'll probably make that. I want to make a movie. No, I don't want to do that. I might make a Tarantino movie. No, I don't want to do that.
Right.
Yeah, like just watching something and then
it's just astounding that you do that, you know. Well, I mean, people in general, but I say, because I do the same thing. It's you can like see my style kind of like move wherever I am at that moment, because I'm sitting there like watching other people. Like the reason I even do this like this loose style that you'll see in this next animation is because I was looking at a lot of sketches from Miyazaki from the Porco Rosso art book, and I was like, oh, he does a really loose style that I like, and I was like, well, let me see if I tried that in Flash, and so I did, and now I have like this super loose style that's why the Steamed Hams videos looks like it does.
Teams.
Do I?
The Steam Hams.
Yeah. Did you even watch that thing?
The collab?
Yeah.
I think I watched your piece, and then I realized that like too much spare time did a bit or something.
Yeah. Andrew Keppel, like R. Wappin did some, And it all got together for the same collab, so thank God for that. I didn't think it was going to be as popular as it was. I just want something of mine to take off like that, you know? Isn't that the dream?
The albino, like the one that you put on the albino black sheep YouTube is like gone to 2 million.
I know, it's like 2.1 million right now, and I was like, damn, the thing blew up on Facebook too.
I wouldn't have guessed that would have been that popular.
I don't even think it was like, I mean, sure it was good, but like it's a meme, you know?
Yeah, that's the hit and miss thing. It's like how disposable is this sort of short-lived thing that's going to be maybe irrelevant sooner.
It makes
I
me
don't know,
sad
depends.
because the thing took 12 hours to animate, you know? Like it didn't take any time at all. Like in my projects that take 6 months don't do that well, you know?
Where are you putting your efforts?
Ugh. Ugh. It's whatever. Oh, hey, someone likes your fall video.
Full video.
The Don't You Just Love Fall? I watched that the other day, actually. I thought that was very funny.
No way.
Yeah.
Like because I'm not watching my stuff, like, or going on my channel at all, because I don't know how to anymore. Like, I've not been on YouTube. It's because I don't know how to use YouTube anymore. No, just kidding. But like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't keep track of things. Like, oh, that video is doing well. I forget that people are
I feel like
probably watching it. Maybe
it's relieving to not like go back and look at YouTube and stuff like that. I found myself recently when I was working on my thesis just not giving a shit. I was like, it'll be there. Like I really don't give a fuck anymore. And then when I come back, I'm like, oh well, damn, this thing blew up and that thing did really well actually. It's relieving. But then I leave again and I'm like, well, I'll come back whenever I'm done with my next thing.
definitely.
I feel like you make yourself sweat whenever you sit there and you're like, oh, okay, let me jot down these numbers.
Refreshing the page and like looking at how it's being received.
Yeah, you're judging it like by the minute. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's good to see what people are taking to, so you can like make maybe some minor adjustments and stuff like that. But whenever you start sitting there going like, I feel like that's when you have issues. But you know what? I'm not a doctor, so whatever the fuck. I don't care. What is it?
I'm trying to think of something to say.
Oh, you don't have to think about anything, man. Dude, I do the same thing. Like, what was it? I was talking to somebody the other day, and my mind will do it sometimes. Like, I'll be thinking about something, and then like I'll be focusing on them. I don't know why. I think it's because I've been focusing on animation more these days. So when they say something that's like interesting, or like they say something that their face moves to, I'll sit there and like my eyes will be focusing on like that slight movement that they did with their mouth. I'm like, oh my god, that'd be cool to animate something like that, just that little minor movement. And then there's like a pause, and I'm like, oh shit, it's my turn to talk in the conversation. And I'm like, and there's just like this pause, and I'm like, yeah, so yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I definitely. I don't know, man.
What's wrong?
I'm just like lost for words nowadays. Like a lot of I feel like I used to be more chatty.
No, don't worry about that, man.
No. Like I'm a lot more.
If it makes
really
you feel
can
better, I
talk
feel
about-
the same.
I can talk about like a film,
Yeah.
like, something like that. Other than that, I'm just like,
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
the
think you give
weather was
yourself enough
nice.
credit. Don't leave us again, Papa Grant. I don't intend to. Until I'm done with this animation, then I have to go do sound editing real quick.
that's something I've really I like doing that a lot. Just like
Just the sounds.
making things sound like real life or like
Yeah.
an atmosphere.
It's good shit,
I
man.
guess just adding in the music and stuff.
I did the sound for this project about a week ago now, and I never really thought much of sound. I was just kind of like, okay, well, I'll do it and it'll sound all right. But for this one, I got my shoes and stuff like that. I had like pots and pans and stuff, and I was like making all the noise, and it was really cool. I was like, damn, I used my shoe noise, like the sound of my shoes like scuffing together, for like 16 different things. It was great. I was like, oh, this is really cool. It's astounding what you can do with sound.
And it's I think it's almost something I neglected in the past was just how important the sound is.
I think it's natural to not give it as much focus as the art, you know, because I feel like the art's
I think
something
like
that us visual people try to focus on, so the sound always comes second.
it's equally gonna immerse someone into a story or
Yeah,
like give them an idea of what you're trying to communicate to them. I
like
guess
where they are, how they're supposed to be feeling, or something like that.
like you have like you're at the ocean, but like nothing, you can't hear any water or something like that. Like little details like that change how people are like.
Well, we went to go see. I don't know if you were in the stream for that, but we went to go see Cat Returns last night. Have you ever seen that one?
Cat returns.
It's a Ghibli film.
All right.
It's oh, dude, it's fucking fantastic. I was so pleased. You know, it wasn't the most complex thing, but it was just well done. And the sounds in that movie were really good. Like it was just like fitting. So good. I was so very pleased. Do you watch a lot of Ghibli film, or is that too mainstream for you?
No, I think I've watched something by them. Sounds really dumb. Like literally, someone's gonna hate me.
You mean like Howl's
With
Moving
being
Castle,
like,
Spirited Away, Princess? I mean, you know Ghibli, yeah.
that's the problem. I'm so bad at it. It's like definitely someone says, "Oh, have you seen that?" And I'm just like, maybe.
Well, no, it's. I mean, I don't blame you because I haven't seen Star Wars. I haven't seen a lot of shit. So I'm not
I'd
talking.
say I think I'm a big mainstream person. Like you say, is that too mainstream? Like I'm definitely watching the only things that are popular usually.
Yeah. Um.
I'm kind of obsessed with like popular culture. Like why is that popular? What can I do to like grasp that?
Well, I think that's different than being obsessed. I think obsessed is if you were like just like consuming it and not thinking about it would be obsessed. I think.
Definitely. Not like like I think I don't think I'd really care about Star Wars like I did like when I was a kid. Like the new ones aren't really interesting me that much, but uh, like
Yeah.
fictional characters becoming bigger than like the actual media that started it.
Becoming
It's
bigger than like Jesus.
what is fiction anymore when like a character is almost real enough to be like you talk about them in conversation like they exist.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's weird.
It's a very artsy
Who the
approach you're
heck is Luke
taking.
Skywalker?
Do what?
Like who the heck is Luke Skywalker? He's not a real person, but people talk about him like he is.
I think people just like to talk about Mark Hamill a lot.
Yeah, that too. He's a decent guy. I've been watching a lot of funny enough, I've been watching all the Batman cartoons. You know
Yeah.
those?
Oh yeah, he did a good job on those.
I watched the Killing Joke with him.
My friend's really big on I guess the Joker and like comic books and shit like that. So, and I was curious as like should I go see it? So, do you mean you thought it was good?
I'd say the animation on the Killing Joke was a little bit. It felt like a TV cartoon.
Yeah. I think that's we've come
Height.
to
They
expect
didn't
that.
heighten it for the movie. Like it was still quite like there wasn't a lot of in betweens. It was quite keyframe, just like keys and
Yeah.
poses, but they're quite
I think
amazing.
beggars can't be choosers these days when a film actually goes to theaters. Yeah, as sad as I am to say that.
Batman movie called Batman Year One, which has amazing animation and character design.
You see a caveman, is that why it's called
Like
Year
I don't know.
One?
It's like talking about it's set when Batman is like 25. Like Bruce Wayne comes back
Yeah.
from like a hiatus from like 18 years after his parents were like taken from him in that alleyway kind of deal.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh man. And he's kind of out of breath and like he's still learning how to be Batman kind of deal. And it focuses around Commissioner Gordon.
Why would it do that?
It's like it starts like he's not Commissioner Gordon in the story. Like he's called Sergeant Gordon. Like he just came to Gotham. He's like kind of depressed and gritty, like cop. He's like, oh,
Of course, he's depressed and gritty.
I gotta fix this town. And he's voiced by Bryan Cranston.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so he sounds like
Oh,
that.
that's interesting.
But yeah, there's some really cool character designs in that.
I'll have to go check it out. Man, I live under a rock, man. Like, you're like, oh, I don't know.
It's funny. Like you probably. I think going back to Ghibli. I think I watched Ponyo.
Oh, God. I'm so
once.
sorry.
I watched it with my parents, and it kind of felt a bit weird. I was like, man, it's a bit of a. The guy's just like, look how cool the art is, though.
Yeah, I feel bad because I don't care for the film much. And, I mean, I'm coming to learn because I was sitting there and I was talking to a friend. And I was like, dude, Ponyo's fucking shit. I was like, fuck Ponyo. Like, it looks like fucking shit. And he's like, oh, well, it's like, oh, I didn't know Miyazaki was making the film for you, Grant. And I was like, well, he should appeal to a decent audience. And then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a second. I was like, Grant, if you were making a film that you want to like play with new things, like you wouldn't give a shit if someone liked it or not. And I was like, well, Miyazaki surely doesn't give a shit whether you like it or not. And I was like, oh, he probably had that in mind. He was probably like, we just want to go back and fuck with shit and just have fun. And I actually went back and I was reading the Miyazaki's little biography, the little 2-book series of writings that's on him. It's a collection of his like writings and his interviews and shit like that. And he spoke about Ponyo, and at one point he's like, yeah, we just wanted to play with it and be like, let's cut down production costs and let's just have fun and blah blah blah. And I'm sitting here
It
like,
was their Dumbo.
yeah, so I'm like sitting here like, oh, like what the fuck, this is dumb as shit. And Miyazaki's like, well, it's not supposed to be anything. This is like literally supposed to just be fun. And I'm like, no,
some scribbles on a paper.
It's whatever. I mean, it's
throw it together over
time.
the weekend kind of movie.
It's whatever. I mean, like I'm not that salty. I'm just like, okay, well, it's not my cup of tea, but I'm sure it's somebody's. But I mean, I've come to appreciate that. I've come to appreciate, directors and creators just making things like with a goal in mind that perhaps I don't see at that moment. The same goal that they're looking for, but. I've opened up my horizon to be less like, oh, this has to be made for me, especially with shit like something that comes to mind is what was it? Blade Runner. I watched Blade Runner and I didn't understand like what the fuck was going on. I was like, this movie is bullshit. Like, why is this movie so highly regarded? And then one of my friends was like, oh, it wasn't made for you, and I was like, what? Like it's made for anyone who wants to watch. Like if I can't understand what you're doing. And then it occurred to me, I was like, well, maybe that's the same thing, Maybe it isn't for me. Bum, bum, bum. What'd you say?
The Blade Runner. Like you watched the first one?
Yeah, it was the first one. Because I love Harrison Ford, but I don't like Harrison Ford much these days. So I was like, I really don't give a shit about the new one. And Pretty Boy Gosling.
Pretty Boy Gosling. I like him.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not taking a shit on you if you like him. That's fine if you like him.
Good actor. I think he's he does quite hit and miss roles maybe, but I don't think he's ever fallen flat on a performance or the way he acts.
You'll find I say things they sound really salty, and it's because I'm quite salty.
I definitely come across that way as well. Content with a lot of things.
Well,
usually
what's that?
Do with the media. It's usually just my own preference for how I want to like watch something or be like, why would I enjoy that kind of thing.
I think it's hard not to be like that. It's hard not to be like, well, this should be tailored to me or whatever.
I don't know. Maybe like if you saw like one animation, you were really taken by it, and then you see another work of theirs, you're like, oh man,
yeah,
it's nothing like the other one. The other one felt tailored to me. This one, I don't know where they went wrong.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like the exact same thing happened last night. Like with the Cat Returns when we watched it. Like it wasn't very difficult. It wasn't complex at all. It's a very simple movie. Like. All it is like girl goes to cat kingdom, like it's like very straightforward, very easy, and like the whole time they were like setting up these reveals and stuff like that, and I'm just like, oh, it's gonna be this, oh, it's gonna be that, it's gonna be this. And I'm just like easily like not even paying attention. I'm still putting together where the story is going.
Oh yeah.
And at the end of it, I was just like, I was kind of like, ugh, like that movie was easy, man. Like it didn't take anything. But then I was like, but it was really charming, and I really enjoyed the art, and the animation was fantastic, and the people were like really fun to watch. And I'm like, and that's probably what their goal was. So I really don't give a shit if it was easy, quote unquote, because it was still a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
I felt that way.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen Isle of Dogs.
No, we were gonna go watch that. Actually, we watched this instead of that because we're gonna go see Isle of Dogs later.
I'd recommend it, but like I felt it was a bit easy at points. Like I knew, that's probably what's gonna happen.
I don't know. I mean, do you like when a film is predictable like that? I say predictable like it's a bad thing.
I think it
but
makes
like,
you comfy.
yeah,
Like you can be very like happily, like just glazing through it.
I don't know.
Like I guess the charm, like you said, like if there's a charming factor to it,
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, I like this guy. I wanna see what happens to him.
Which I think definitely those Wes Anderson films definitely fall into like that charming, like he could literally like come out of the screen and just like hit you in the face. You'd be like, wow, what a charming film.
Yeah, it definitely. You kind of know, like he doesn't really make a story that's to play out. It's like he's rearranging the chess pieces and then saying, well, it's still the same, I guess, at the end.
Yeah.
Rewarding factor to a lot of Wes Anderson. Like there's a change in character maybe, or like a few things are resolved. He's not a big change kind of guy.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the Royal Tenenbaums, like a lot of it is I don't know. Have you seen that one?
We watched it and I ended up falling asleep like
Oh,
1/3 of the way through because it was like too comfy, and I was really relaxed, and it was like so warm, and I just like fell asleep, and I was like, shit.
It's like first like everyone started paying attention to Wes Anderson kind of movies.
Yeah.
But definitely like the character development is like he gives you every insight to who this person is. This is the scumbag dad. He does a scumbag thing. He does like the opposite of writing. He doesn't let you find out what the character is. Like he straight up just describes the character. He's like, this.
Yeah.
And he is a very wealthy man, but now he's losing all of his money. And he'll just tell you his whole life story and then give you a story about him.
I need to go back and watch it
this
because
guy, I don't think there's much surprises.
yeah, I need to go back and
Just
watch
doesn't
that guy,
fun.
but I'm not that guy. Watch the Royal Tenenbaums, whatever. I always have trouble, pronouncing the name. Have you seen was it Rushmore?
Oh yeah, I love Rushmore.
Dude,
so much.
Rushmore's
So fun.
the shit. I love it so much.
On a teacher when I watched that, and I was like, man, is this me? Is this
Like,
me?
oh, this is real life. Okay, I didn't know this is documentary shit.
That was really funny. I was just like, man,
It's
am I this
well
kid?
done.
Where's the perfect like kid who wants? He's like the underdog who wants to do so well. Like, he's a very likable character
Yeah.
in terms of film.
But then like he's not likable at some point, so you're like, what?
He's not a bullet.
He's not a what?
You say he was. Like you said something.
No, I was just saying he's likable up to a point, and then at some parts he's an asshole, and I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, which one
Yeah,
is it,
yeah.
man? Come on. I don't know whether to root for
Not
you
like
or not.
not like sense of like a human being. Like you like this guy, you want him to be your friend kind of way. Like he's likable in a character sense. Like you understand why he's probably doing that. He's a big dreamer.
Yeah,
He wants everything his way. He's a bit of a narcissist.
he's like poor, and his mom's dead or whatever.
A bit down and out, He's
Yeah.
probably very troubled himself. And you're like, oh, I sympathize with that. He's probably frustration or anger through something else. Or he's just generally always funny. It's like a very deadpan, like, I'm down and out as well.
Yeah, I think it's quite a well done film. Let me see. I'm actually... I need to actually do this animation because I just realized I've got 2 hours. Dun dun dun. Do we'll be cutting it close. I say we're cutting it close, but really, if push comes to shove, I'm just going to give them the file I already have and just save the edited version for me. Like I really don't care. Let's see.
Someone else working on this?
No, it's just me. Because you don't get teams.
Wait, who are you sending it to?
I'm sending it to my the school. It's due today at 2
Okay.
o'clock.
Oh shit.
So in 2 hours. I say 2 hours. What the fuck? It's 3 hours. Dun, dun,
You got
dun,
time.
dun, 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 dun. Well, we'll see.
In animation time, like 3 hours is like 2 minutes.
It'll take me probably about an hour to finish this shit. And it'll take me a couple minutes to finish that audio up, and then I can export. So, bro, we will see just how easy this can be. This can or cannot be. I'm doing something that I saw last night in that film. I'm making him have like this really big smile that I saw a lot in that film last night, that Cat Returns film.
In terms of illustration, if I see like an animated character do an expression I really like, I'll just start using that expression a lot as well.
I used to do that. I mean, I say used to. I did that as well with, I don't know if you noticed, I do these little like line mouths now that are just like one tiny line hanging off the side of the face.
Yeah, I think so.
That's because I saw Isa do it, Isa Gross. I don't know if you know her. She's,
I think she's a friend of yours.
Yeah, she is. She's a hell of an animator. She's quite funny. She's a good writer. But, when she does her faces, they're like very blank and just like staring off into the distance, and so they'll just like have a mouth just hanging off of the side of the face, just like staring off. And I thought that was so funny. Like I immediately was like, Isa, I want to start like doing faces like that. I was like, I don't want to offend you because I know it's your mouth. It's like your face, so.
I don't want to offend you because of your face. But,
no, I was like, I don't want to offend you because I know that it's your style of mouth. I don't want you to think I'm like ripping it off. And she was like, no, it's cool. And I was like, okay, cool.
what art's about. It's about thinking of an idea and then people taking that idea and doing their own version of it.
Yeah, but in this day and age, people get offended or whatever when they're like, oh, dude, that's fucking stealing. And I'm like, yeah, but.
I don't think stealing. Art is so, just
yeah.
Something is, do your own version of it, and maybe it will be different. It won't be the same thing, of course. So it's nothing.
Well, I'm even this thing I'm trying. I did this the other day. I was looking at some paintings by Jim Holland, some painter I had like stumbled across, and I love the work so much. He does like these really light, light both in the medium, like it's a very light kind of painting. Like I can see where he's doing a lot of layers. It's almost like William Turner, but also
is he kind of like a flat artist?
It's like this weird. Here, I'll shoot you some of the things. I'll send you some of my favorite things. But yeah, here's 3 that I really enjoy by him. And it's just like really simple, but like a lot of detail in that light and everything. Like the light's so realistic. And so I tried to do that in Animate yesterday, and I did, and it came out really good. I was very pleased.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is really good lighting.
I just want to see that I could do it, because I want to see like, well, what does it look like if I do it in Animate? Like, what does it look like if I do it in Vector? Like, can I pull off that look?
Yeah, definitely. It feels like a painting being affected by real light.
It feels like someone just painted over a photograph.
That too.
It's damn good. Let's see. He did that, and then let me see. Yeah, I've just been really trying to capture that look. Oh, Kaida from the chat says art originates from art, so as long as it isn't direct copying, you're just learning something new after all. All artists more or less learn from the old masters of art. Yeah, but who did they
So
learn
I mean,
from?
like it's like a ball of dough. Like you're just picking up on it again.
It's like a ball of dough, is that what you said? I love that analogy.
It's so like everyone's done it.
Well, it's just
You do your thing with the ball of dough. Like you, what do you think you can do?
yeah, I mean I think it's all right. It's just it's very important to know when to change, like how to evolve and move on with it. Like for instance, there was an underclassman who messaged me the other day, and he was like, "Oh hey, can you watch my film and tell me what you think?" Because it's his project for his intro class, right? And I was like, "Okay,
Oh,
I'll watch it." And so I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, it's pretty good." And I'm like, "It's good for an intro film." And so I showed my roommate. My roommate's like, "Dude, that's exactly he's just ripping off the Overwatch video for Bastion." And I was like, "What?" I've never seen it. And he goes, "Yeah, look." And we watched it. And like sure enough, it was the exact same as the Bastion video. And I was like, "Oh, he's just ripping shit off." And I'm like, "Oh, that's not good at all." It would have been fine if he'd have like just borrowed it and then like ran with it, but he just jacked it, you know?
when you basically do the exact same thing, it's like just
Change it a little so that the teacher doesn't know that you cheated. Oh, okay. And it's just the same thing.
like the concept, like me being inspired by Taika Waititi movie. That's like this guy has made like the young guy in the perspective of what can I do in a different way, you know?
Yeah.
Story that he hasn't told. Like make a different story, but don't.
I mean, just take it and put your own spin on it. You know, like take the ramen noodles and put your own flavor on them. Don't sit there and just take the ramen noodles and then give it back to me.
Analogy hour, just like what how to describe inspiration in
Well,
art.
no,
Like
I've been saying that to
just
my friend because he says
take your
that,
beans and put them on the toast, you know?
bruh, you know. But there was a friend of mine who was like, he's like, there's no point in like talking about like no point in doing art anymore because all the stories have been told. Like he's like every
They
story's
haven't.
already been
The
told, and I'm like,
formula's been told, but like
I'm
what
like,
story are
have
you gonna
it?
do?
I'm like, has it been told? I was like, because we're finding like new thing, like we're finding new inventions and new things that are leading to new ways of life and everything. So, sure, like I think things for the most part can stay the same, but I feel like we're coming to a new spot. Not to mention like. Then you've got styles and stuff like that, like aesthetics from different people that are going to put different spins on things. So even if it is the same like base, it's a different it's the ramen noodles, but it's just a different flavor. Is what I was telling him. It was just very annoying to hear that from somebody, you know. I was like, we get it.
People who like that are disinterested in life in general.
If
Like they're
I
not
think that's really funny you say that because if I told him that, he'd probably start defending himself adamantly.
like it's like you're not happy to explore anything else. You think you're just very adamant on the idea of being like, yeah,
Well, the
I've seen a
idea,
love story. I've seen a revenge story. I've
the thing is
seen
that he's an English
oh,
major, and he's like read everything and like studied a lot of history and stuff. So to him, he's like, oh, I've seen that here, I've seen that here. And I'm just like, okay.
history repeats itself. That's what he should have learned from that class. There's a lot of just
But is it like
general
damaging? You know, is it hurting him? And I'm like,
like
no,
what
not really. It's just, I mean, it's whatever. I'm not bothered by the fact that maybe the Cat Returns is really just it reminded me of Alice in Wonderland a lot. But does that
oh,
bother me that I've seen it before? Like, no, it was still very charming.
and that's all you need to think of. Like there is a lot of I think people expect too much.
Uh, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I don't know what people expect or anything like that. It's just,
But like when you go out to dinner, like what do you expect's gonna happen?
I
Like
expect
you're like, oh,
to eat some food.
and then you have the food, you're consuming that. analogy, you're consuming that media.
Oh, look at you! Look at
Um,
you being all clever.
and
And
then
James is
you
like,
go home and
yes,
you're like,
yes.
oh yeah, that was a decent steak. I ate it, and now I'm full. I've been appetized. That was the
Appetized.
job of that food. It didn't have to be gourmet shit.
It
It
just had
just had
to
to be the food.
filling, I
It
suppose.
just had to fulfill me for that meal, that meal, that segment of my day.
Exactly.
I wanted to watch a movie about cars, so I watched Cars with Owen Wilson. I've watched it now. I'm appetized.
Exactly. I think it's
I'm
the same
glad that he
thing.
won the Piston Cup. Wait, he didn't win the Piston Cup.
Did he not?
Oh, plot twist. He let the cocky guy win because he was like, maybe that's what he truly wanted, but Lightning McQueen, he truly wanted
The Piston Cup.
the Piston Cup.
You did what in your cup? I thought that was the stupidest fucking joke. Whenever
But I love that joke. That's so dumb.
you did
but,
what
like,
in your cup, and I'm like, Tater, you sack of shit. Like you makes the South look so bad.
definitely. I think Southern characters are always depicted as idiots, and that's
Oh
very
God,
sad.
I roll my eyes so hard when people are like, "Oh, look at me," and I'm like, ugh. One of my professors went up north to do something for a teacher conference, something like that, and her colleagues were like, "Oh, did you take a boat to school? Do you like you take like a swamp boat to school?" And they were like, "What?" And she was like, "No, we have streets." And they're like, "Oh." They were like surprised. They're like genuinely surprised.
They surprised.
And I was like, "What in the fuck?" I'm like, "What do you mean? Like, what do you like? Where do you get off saying something like that? Like, you think it's that backwards around here? Like, we've got the most advanced animation like department in our region. Like, what do you mean?"
Tut tut.
Yeah, dude, Russell's my jimmies. Whatever. Oh, hey, I just looked at the chat. Ramen. Hey, Betsy Lee's here. Everyone say hello to Betsy Lee. I think it's a Ghibli thing. They show up at least once in all the films. Yeah, I think it's cool too. Aaron Brown does a little okay thing. Hello. I feel your pain. I don't know. Do people think that because you live in Montana, Betsy, that you're like a mountain person? They're like, oh,
Where's Montana? Is that south?
Do what? No, Montana's very north.
Right.
The exact opposite
I'm
of
not
Louisiana.
from your country. Ha ha ha.
Do what?
Country, please pardon me.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, James is not from the U.S.
Good chameleon. I do great accents.
Oh yes, you couldn't tell he's English.
I do lovely accents.
Give me that sick Cockney accent, son.
Openly, I'm not openly a British. No, that's how talk. They sound British, but they're not really. Oh, I mean, I went to Copenhagen the other day.
What in the world was that?
That's what my friend. Do you know Tom? Like Tom Olin?
Oh yeah, he had me on Facebook and he said something like snappy, and I was like, okay, well I'm taking it off my Facebook, and that was the last I saw of him.
Oh dear. Well,
he's fine though. I'm sure he's fine. I'm just temperamental and a bitch. So, is that what he sounds like? He's got that accent about him.
I like doing.
I like doing Tom's accent.
I was just like, when I think of people who I like whose accents I like, it's definitely Canadian voices or
yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That's my favorite. That's top accents for this week.
I love going to drive-throughs. You know, you order food or whatnot. Whenever someone wants to go to a drive-through, because I don't go there often, I'll do that really cute thing. I'll pull it on and be like, "How do y'all do?" I'll have like a really southern accent. I'm like, "How y'all doing?" I'll get a 2-piece.
How y'all doing?
Oh, dude, it's so funny. And they're like, "Please pull up, sir." And I'm like, "Alrighty, y'all have a good one."
Good. I don't know. I don't think I could do your.
I love
I know.
I love the Cajun accent where you're like, "Me look, I'm gonna give me one of them 3-piece." You have a really thick, like
Which
when you
was that?
speak, crawfish falls out of your mouth.
Good.
Oh, Coffee Daddy says, "Ah, Betsy Lee, Hinlu. I don't know what Hinlu. Oh, it's hello, isn't it? Yeah, I just can't
Like
read.
hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Folks in other states still think there are stagecoach fights.
That's really funny.
This would be the point where I would say, are there not still stagecoach fights? But I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be like, yes, I understand the pain. To be fair, I imagine Betsy Lee lives in like the same. If it's that episode of No Evil, or I think it is it No Evil, where they're like in the cabin in the middle of like the snowy mountains or whatever, snowy forest, and then it's like really secluded and isolated. That's what I imagine Betsy Lee lives in. Even though she probably lives in like a town, a settlement,
Settlement.
a settlement.
That's a very like fucking word.
I'm trying to imagine. Do they have many secluded areas in England? I
Pretty
guess
much
do
the whole
people stick
country.
more? Do people stick more towards the city?
Like you call it a city. Like there's only like 3 major cities.
Like
there's
you call it a
Manchester.
city. I'm like, cause it is.
I don't think like America has cities that go on forever, but like in England it's sort of
We've
like
got those big metropolitan areas, but then after that you get to like the Midwest, which is just nothing.
it's
There
a
are
lot of
like there are
fields.
towns and
Yeah.
cities like the main cities, but
Big one. Got Manchester.
Manchester United.
Leeds. Leeds is pretty big. Uh, which is near me. It's a decent city, I guess.
Which one?
Ham.
What'd you call it?
Like Robin Hood in Nottingham.
Oh, I thought you just said Ham. I was like, what an interesting name.
There probably is a place in England called Ham. There's one called Cheddar.
Shut up.
Not gonna joke with you right now. That's the
Oh,
truth.
I thought you were fucking about. I was like, what? Look, we're gonna do some time-saving techniques here, James. I'm just gonna put the body on another layer and then animate it underneath the head, so I can have it just bob, and it'll be fun, and it'll be easy, and it might not look the best, but you know what? We're not going for the best right now. We're going for finishing the job. Baby, it's good.
This is acceptable.
Yeah, we're going for government work right now. Okay.
The economy animation.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're going for economic appeal. We're not going for astounding,
Do,
pleasing
like
the monarch.
5 different cool scenes.
What's that?
Like I don't know, like shining moments, and then like a lot of it is just kind of like subpar.
I'm
Or, like,
happy because this thing has a lot of like moments where I'm like, oh, I really like this part. I really like that part, or this came out really
Cool.
nice. And then even the parts where I'm not that pleased, I'm just like, well, it's still pretty good. Like, okay, well, it looks pretty good, you know. I don't know if you do that with your work.
in a while.
You have wait, what?
I haven't like made anything properly, so it's not like I've been
That
proud
makes
of
me sad.
any finished work. Like an illustration, maybe I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I like this character. It kind of makes me sad.
Well, I mean, you get back to it, won't you?
I did the script and audio editing for my friend Sir Ducty's new video, which is probably my like it's like this 11-minute like animation for his school project,
Yeah.
and it's called The Outsider Estate Aliens. It's pretty cool.
The Outsider State. It's an animation, is it, or it's just sound? It's just your sound that you did.
Yeah, it's just I did the sound design.
Yeah. Good, bro. I'm glad you're at least keeping busy, you know.
Script as well, I think. Saw the idea together and then like did the script.
Yeah.
the dialogue kind of thing.
Trying to get this. You ever do something and as you're doing it you stop caring, but you still have to do the thing? That's exactly where I am right now.
What are you doing, like in between?
Yeah, it's like a little bob. Just like make the body move a little bit whenever the head moves more. So I'm just kind of like animating this on top. Because if I use the little smoothing tool and try to make it bob like that, it looks kind of weird and iffy. But I'm excited because I'm gonna enter this into the local festival, and I think it'll do quite well there. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's the
We're
one
gonna
thing
watch
about
this.
this town I live in is that they're very pleased with local art and stuff like that, and they're very quick to push it and be like, "Look what we did here!" Like, "Oh, look at this is what we produce."
Yeah, definitely.
So
That's
I'm happy
always
about
great.
that. The only thing is that a lot of the times they'll lean more towards like touristy art, and they'll be like, "Oh, look, a
Yeah.
fleur-de-lis," and I'm like, "Stop!" They're like, "Oh, look, a crawfish, a painting of a crawfish," and I'm like, "This is the most boring, lame, sellout bullshit."
Like you have your own brand of sellout for like what is popular in your like area.
It's like if someone came up and was like, "Oh, Northridge, do you want to do some art?" And you're like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Okay, well, do chimney sweeps and top and like in 19th century like business fucking British people, coal moguls." It's ridiculous. And you'd be like,
You want to draw like a cherry bakewell.
"Oh, what?"
It's like like a little like a sweet pie with like icing on it. It's got jam in the middle. Oh, it's called a
It's got
cherry
jam in the
bakewell.
middle. I like the way you explained it to me, and I'd never even heard of the thing.
It's like a little cake. You can get giant ones as well.
It's like a little cake. All I have to do is do 4 more frames with this woman. So let's see if he can do it. You know what? I can actually probably just do this. I can do that. Okay, cool. I'm lazy. Welcome back, everybody. Let's see.
Someone says every year we have the Salt Lake Art Festival and it overtakes like 10 blocks all over. It's like Comic-Con but for art.
It's funny that you say that. We have something like that. That's actually it's starting. I think it's today. It's starting. It's a festival international, and people come from all over the world to come into. I guess to participate and like look at the music and listen to the music, look at the art and everything, and it's a really big deal. And I'm glad that other people have that, like you have your thing over there in Salt Lake. It's like Mardi Gras, but for art.
Mardi Gras
Yeah. You know Mardi Gras?
in the air.
Yeah. Can you tell where I'm from when I say that? Look at this like little derpy smile. I need to make this different actually.
I love your art and you inspire me to draw and learn how to animate, says Darkfire100.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sorry if that leads to anything awful in the future. Like you find out like it was a lie. Well, this animation's painful. Why, Wooly? Why'd you do this? And I'll be like, first of all,
It was you that had the inspiration, man. It was never me.
yeah, I didn't twist your arm here, buddy boy. It
The
was you.
insight in your mind, it was never you and the person that you thought inspired you. We're just the enabler, the catalyst.
Yeah, I'm just the spark plug. You're the piston.
Man,
What's that?
that's put it together. Who's really the mastermind here?
Let's see, let's see, let's see. I'm so excited to be done with this fucking thing. Hopefully it'll be done quite soon. I lied, it'll be done by the end of the hour.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, man, soundtrack music is my favorite. The ugly kind of soundtrack.
Do what?
I like cowboy music.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The very like guitar strings, like ding 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 ding. Like epic,
I know the kind that you're talking about, like that spaghetti western kind of music.
How do you feel about spaghetti western?
They're good.
Hmm?
I usually put a little Parmesan on it, but otherwise it's pretty good. Oh shit, you mean the movie? Oh fuck. I'm kidding. That was a bad joke. Welcome back, everybody. This is a really weird drawing. Why am I doing this?
Spaghetti.
I mean, I like spaghetti westerns. I don't know. I haven't watched. I want to watch The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. I haven't seen that in a long time. I don't know. I feel like it's a hell of a long movie though. It's a movie that drags a lot. Not not in a bad way particularly,
It's like
but
how they made films in the past. Like they just made them to be dragged out.
it's just such art. It's just like they're like make everything slow and the director's like no, slower, and they're like oh no.
We need more shots of just Clint Eastwood's face.
Just Clint Eastwood just staring about and just slowly walking.
Clint, now just move your lip.
They're like just twitch it. They're like just no, it's too much. Reset.
All right, and just burn that entire set of film.
Burn that entire set of film. Let's
Whole day of shoot. No. It's not long enough.
Like no, I want slow. I want painfully slow. Look at this little derpy face. What am I even doing? You know that's how you know you've given up when you're just like, you know what? I don't even care.
Character direction.
Do what?
No sense of characterization direction.
Well, it's just I know that they're supposed to look like this, so I'm like I don't really care if just so they hit this mark. I don't care, you know. Let's see. Doop. Wow,
Smirking at coin eyes here.
Nimsy the artist. What'd you say?
They're smirking.
Yeah, they're like really pleased with themselves.
Oh, this guy's funny.
But she's got really weird facial, like the way her face is bending right now is really unnatural. But I mean, I don't really. They're like, duh. Look at that. That looks fucking bad. It's just like.
Character.
This looks bad. I think this should go first and then she should move. So let's try that. Yeah, that'll do it. I think this should be a 2, actually. Let's see. I think this should be a 2. Let's make it all 2s. Oh, it's because there's no resting frame, that's why. What if we switch these over? Let's see. Made that a 2. Yeah, it's kind of iffy. It'd be alright if this was a closed mouth. Let's see, let's do that. This is so bad. You know what? But we're done. Ta-da! This is quite funny. Okay, cool. Okay, we're done. We're done here. Alright, fellas and females and whatever's in between. Did I just drop something? Oh, that's my pencil. Okay, cool. Are you still playing Fortnite, my dude? We did pretty great last time. Oh, man. Fortnite. Oh, man. Fortnite.
Reason why my girlfriend won't talk to me.
Fortnite's not bad. It's just...
No, it seems like a very addictive, like time-consuming game.
It's very... I mean, it's a lot of fun. But I stopped playing back in January because I didn't have enough time. Oof. Okay, well now I have to go do the sound editing, so now I must end the stream and go.
Okie doke.
So, now I'll get off of Discord too, because I have to like listen to shit.
Right.
Okay.
It's been good chatting, man.
I'll say bye to everybody. Goodbye.
Thanks for having you on the stream.
Stream. Thanks for having me. All three people. Thanks for having me on. And okay, good night, stream.